Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today guys will be a super helpful video guys if you have a BMW and you're trying to test your fuel injection system guys. Stay with us, we'll explain how to test fuel injectors, how to make sure they spray correctly and how to make sure that they're not leaking. A leaking fuel injector can destroy your engine guys in no time, and we're going to cover that as we go. Make sure you stay until the end. Before we start guys, if you need to buy tools, parts, anything for your BMW, check out the links in the description of the video below and you can see where we get all our tools and parts from. Number 2 guys, every single car we get at the shop we make at least 200 free repair videos. Why we do that? Simply because our mission at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video, that way we can keep providing this free information guys. Let me show you what we have here. Specifically we have a 6-cylinder engine. It doesn't matter if you have 4, 6, 8-cylinder gasoline engine guys. Testing fuel injectors, okay, and make sure that they're working correctly will be almost the same for most engines, and we are demonstrating on a fuel injection system that is non-direct fuel injectors. The direct fuel injectors are the one that have the dual fuel pumps, the one that they have the high pressure fuel pump under the hood as well. We'll have a special video coming on that very soon as well. So with that guys being said, those are the fuel injectors. Now you can have guys 4, 6, 8 of them depending on how many cylinders your engine is. Now before we start, let me tell you one thing guys. Check this channel out, Electrical Car Repair Live. This is our guys second channel. We have helped millions of people. We have information that can save you thousands of dollars in car repair, so check it out guys. We're constantly putting new content as well. Okay, all that being said, now what we have here, consider that video guys, okay, entertaining video only, not a how-to video, due to the fact that you can catch yourself on fire, your car on fire, anybody else around you, so you can burn things down and it's dangerous. But we'll show you how we do it without any special tools, how to test the fuel injection system. We have the fuel rail completely removed with the fuel injectors. You can see the fuel injectors will be mounting to the fuel rail. The fuel rail is a tube that sends the gasoline to the fuel injectors. Now the fuel rail connects to the fuel line that comes from the fuel tank, from the fuel pump. This is it right here. So we were able to remove ours without disconnecting the fuel line. If you guys had to disconnect your fuel line, you will lose the pressure in the fuel rail and you will need to build that pressure up. We will explain how to do that. Also, after testing one of the fuel injectors, you will need to build fuel pressure for the second fuel injector, so you will still have to do that. What we usually do, and here you can damage your engine guys. When you remove the fuel injectors, you have the holes open on the cylinder head where the injector mounts, and those holes they lead to the intake valves. If something falls inside guys, okay, or gets inside, it can get in the valve, bent valve, or get in the cylinder, it can completely destroy your engine. We clean all the dust, dirt, rocks, anything like that, make sure that nothing is okay there that can fall inside. We use one long rack guys, or a shirt, something that cannot get in the holes, okay, it's thick, that cannot get in the holes, and that way we can cover the holes. Then you will need to disconnect and remove all of the ignition coils guys. Just disconnect the wiring harness, all of them, that way okay, you will have no spark if you have to turn the engine to build fuel pressure. Once you disconnect the ignition coils guys, once we disconnect them, what we usually do, we stay away. We have a guy with a fire extinguisher on the outside, make sure the engine is completely cold, okay, completely cold. We have the injectors disconnected, as you can see, injectors are disconnected, and we're going to crank the engine guys, okay, for about 2 seconds, a couple times, 2-3 times maybe. That will build fuel pressure in the fuel rail, but make sure the injectors are not connected, otherwise the injectors will spray fuel. And with that being said guys, okay, now we have fuel pressure. We're going to demonstrate how to do that. You have 2 wires, so we're going to connect alligator clips. Okay, pretty simple. It doesn't matter where you install them, positive, negative, it really is irrelevant. Okay, you can do anything guys, but okay, what we'll recommend, okay, do not touch the 2 wires together once you have power source. If you touch them together, you will burn your injector. So that's where you should be extremely careful. Now, that fuel injector, when we activate it, some BMW fuel injectors may spray in an angle. This way, that way, it really depends. Due to the fact that they mount vertical on the head sometimes, and they need to spray in an angle so they can get the fuel directly in the intake valves for more efficient running. Ours, they have 2 holes, well, multiple holes, 3, 4, I can see, I think 6 or 8 holes, but 2 rolls, one on the left, one on the right side. That injector needs to make, guys, okay, it needs to make the fuel coming out kind of like super fine mist, almost foggish looking towards the end. If it's leaking, dripping, means that the injector is not working correctly, guys. And make sure it's not just spraying in like one string as well. After it closes, make sure that it doesn't keep dripping fuel. If it drips fuel, that's a leaking fuel injector. So let's activate it with the battery. You can activate it a few times. You have fuel pressure, check it out now. Yeah, check this thing out. Ours sprays good, guys. This is a good spraying fuel injector. Check later, no leaking. Now, if the fuel injector leaks, that can destroy your engine in no time. And we have a special video that explains that, the symptoms of a leaking fuel injector on a BMW, and I'll try to put the link in the description of the video below. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.